of which, we would like to invite the audience members of this show to dress up in the era, or in their interpretation of the era. So we have Melissa here, who's going to give us a couple tips about what people can wear, especially the women.
Yes.
Of course, we'll not leave out the men, but especially the women.
Well, we'll start with the guys. The guys actually have the easiest job. Let me just go grab one. The gentlemen can pretty much wear any suit that they own. Now, the important thing would be having a matching suit. So we have a matching suit and a matching pant. And then, but the trick would be is that if you could find a vest to go with this and a tie. Vests and ties were very, very cool. Now the other thing is they actually didn't wear black shoes. It was always brown dress shoes. So if you have brown dress shoes or even brown dress boots, that would come up. A lot of times they would actually wear what almost looked like leg warmers. The guys would wear them to go up to their knees. I know, guy leg warmers in the 20s, but it's a pretty nice era to deal with for the guys at least. They all look very handsome.
Right.
Now for the ladies, you can go one of two ways. You can go a little bit more towards the flapper era, so a drop waist gown or wearing long strings of pearls. But you see how there's no waist in this gown, it just goes all the way down. But adding long pearls to an outfit, or if you wanted to go more towards the Victorian era, wearing like a blouse and a long skirt, putting your hair up. There's many, many options, and it's really, really easy to get that old vintage look.
Great, great. And what are some characteristics of this era? For example, are pearls popular? Is lace popular? Things like that popular?
Pearls are definitely the long strings of pearls. Like you almost think of Betty Boop. They're starting to become very, very popular. The long gloves.
The long gloves.
Also, definitely a lot of more sheer fabric. Not so much lace. The lace goes back a little bit more to Victorian, but sheer fabrics and blouses are very, very popular.
Billowy sleeves.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And who are some of the designers in this era who became famous?
Well, the big, big one is Coco Chanel was kind of just starting to hit the tip with her new look. So that was the big main influence sitting in there.
And she made a lot of things with tweed and sort of more.
Wool
and then there was also
fabric.
another designer, Madame Vianon.
Oh, yep.
Yep. And she made things with bias cuts.
Bias cuts, which a bias cut instead of, because fabric runs straight down and straight across, but on bias cut, they would actually cut the fabric so the dress would hang sideways and it would make it cling to your body very nicely.
So folks, we look forward to seeing you in your interpretations of that era, and we hope to see you at Mystery at the Theater. Thanks, Melissa.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.